Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1. Chelsea 2, Tottenham. We finally won the game, the Premier League, since like March. I think March. This win is not, how I put it now, it's not enjoyable. It's not something that I can enjoy that, okay, yeah, we finally won the game because, number one, it's Tottenham, it's Spurs. We beat Spurs every season. There's a record I saw now on Twitter that we beat Spurs, like Spurs is the club we beat the most in our history. But that's not really the main part of it. Of course, it's a routine win for Chelsea. It's a normal 3 points that we always that we always collect every season. This is normal for us. So, and it doesn't do much for us in the table. But the main reason why this is not enjoyable, because there's noise pollution in the air already. There is noise pollution already. Manchester City just drew to Bournemouth away, which means Arsenal at 2025-2026 Premier League champions. It doesn't even sound right at all. For the first time in 22 years, in 2 decades, Arsenal, that we always talk rubbish about, that we always banter like their small club in London, Arsenal are champions of England. So it doesn't even feel, this win doesn't even feel right at all, because I can't even enjoy it peacefully. Arsenal. But it's been coming, guys. We've been pushing it away. Not we. Man City has been pushing it, trying to keep up and everything. But it has happened finally. But let's talk about Chelsea, man. Let's talk about Chelsea. That's what we can do here. I can't talk about Arsenal, man. Let's talk about Chelsea. We won 2-1. We started the game poorly. I saw the lineup: no Joao Pedro, no James, no Gusto, no Corwell. All these absence were understandable. Let me put it like that. So the lineup was just nothing. We started poorly, like I said. Tottenham came with the intention of winning this game. They didn't want to get a draw. You hear from their manager before the match. So you could tell they had one chance. The cross from Poro to what's his name? So I think Matthias Tell or something like that. Almost scored, hit the bar. But then we scored. Enzo Fernandez. When he scored, I was like, oh, Kubo, you're fine, we scored. But I was like, should I keep up doing better there? Maybe I'm just being too, dismissive of the goal. But I saw the replay again. I was like, yeah, this is a good goal. It's a great goal, because he just swerved in front of the keeper. I just changed direction a little bit. I think that deceived the keeper, and his starting position was not really good, but that's a good goal from Enzo Fernandez, which played well in this match. So 1-0 first half. I mean, from that goal, I think the goal was in like 17 minutes, I think. Was it in 17 minutes? But I know the goal, yeah, 17 minutes or 18 minutes. It was early. The goal was early. So we scored. From that point onward, I thought we controlled the game better up until the ending of the first half. The second half started. We're looking a little bit shaky here and there. And when the second half was going, I wasn't really watching that. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really watching the game that much, because I was checking Manchester City Bournemouth game, because Manchester City were doing 1-0 down. The first half go from what's his name, Krupi. What a goal, by the way, and what a player. So I was checking that a little bit. Also, I just saw notification. We scored 2-0. A few seconds later, I saw the goal. ball into the box from Neto. That was after Kolumwani lost the ball, gave to Palmer, Palmer to Neto, Neto crossed it because there was an overload on the left side. Then got to Eddie Fernandez, pass to Andre Santos, an easy finish for the guy. 2-0 at that point, I was like, yeah, man, this is a routine win for us. We always beat Tottenham. We always beat Tottenham. That was goal and assist for Enzo Fernandez. We can't sell this guy. I don't know how I'm going to stress this thing. We cannot sell this guy because if you sell him, there is no replacement. I don't trust these guys to replace him. I know they are changing their policy a little bit. They're trying to, get experience inside. The first step they took was getting a good manager, which I like a lot, but I don't still trust them to make right decisions when it comes to signing players. So we have to keep this Enzo Fernandez. We have to give Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro won the player of the season, Chelsea player of the season, out of the World Cup. Didn't get picked for the World Cup squad, and some guys got picked ahead of Joao Pedro. So don't let me even divert. Let me talk about the game. And like I said, 2-0 at that point. We're comfortable. We're alright. Like I said, I wasn't still focusing on the game. 2-0. I went back to Manchester City game. I saw notification, 2-1. Who scored? Was it Charles? No, I can't remember who scored. I don't even know who scored for them. Yeah, Richarlison. In 74 minutes, I was like, okay, now this is getting serious. Now it's getting edgy now. Because them scoring at that time it's like, and I'll be honest with you, I started watching it from that point they scored down to the final whistle, and it was nervy, guys. It was nervy. And a big shout out to Yoreato, blocked one shot from Madison that came on in the second half. Because Tottenham were better than us in the second half. They were better than us. It looked as if they were going to score more goals after that goal from Richarlison. And Yoreato played well throughout the game. And that guy should be one of the core players now. Because if we're talking about core players in Chelsea, normally you talk about Cucurella, you talk about Rich James, you talk about Corey, you talk about Sanchez, even though you still want him replaced, but he's still better than the options we have on the bench. You talk about Caicedo and Enzo. You talk about Palmer, even though he's not on form. You talk about Joao Pedro. All these guys I mentioned, I don't know if I missed anyone out. But all these guys I mentioned, normally we don't talk about Gerardo, but I feel like this guy should be number one on the team sheet because this guy has been putting in good performance throughout the season since Maresca left, actually, because Maresca wasn't playing in that much. So, like I said, he made one fantastic block from this guy's shot, Madison's shot. So, I'm just, how I put it like this now. I'm just happy we won the game. That's all. But not too overjoyed. Not as if I can enjoy the win. I'm just happy, okay, yeah, 3 points, first time in like now long, in like forever. So, Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1. That's all I can say, man. There's nothing else to say. Because now we can't make Champions League, even though it was looking, impossible. There was still a possibility before the match that if Manchester City beats Bournemouth and we win our 2 games, and Aston Villa win the Europa League and they lose to Man City on the final day, like all these things to come in play just for us to get to the Champions League. But now we won and Manchester City couldn't get their win. So yeah, that's it. That's all about it. Congratulations to Arsenal fans. Now I've been getting some calls now. I've had 2 calls from Arsenal fans. No, 3. Yeah, 3 Arsenal fans. 2 on the same call on the group. And 1 Arsenal fan too, that have been, you know what I mean now. As a Chelsea fan, you always give them always banter them that yeah, a small club compared to us. But now they've won the Champions League now. I say Champions League. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́. Jesus Christ, I said Champions League. Hey. Premier League. Hi God, I take it back. Champions League, God forbid. PSG have to come correct for that final. Jesus Christ. Hi. I just said Champions League. I never wanted to say that at all. Champions League, God forbid. God forbid. PSG, I beg to reduce noise pollution. Please deliver Arsenal into our hands on the 30th of May. So Chelsea, what does this mean for us moving forward next season? No Champions League. We might get Europa League. I think that would be the best option. I don't want Conference League. That would be the best option. But if I'm being honest, I just want us out of all this European competition. I just focus on next season properly, properly, properly. So Xabi Alonso, good signing. I think that was the best one could have gotten out of all the options that were available. It's a good signing. Happy for the signing, and yeah, let's hope next season we are back to normal Chelsea. Because look, Xabi Alonso now being Chelsea manager, potentially managing us for one game a week. What else are we going to challenge for? Let's be honest ourselves here. One game a week. Why can't you go for the title? Like, you look at Manchester United now. If they add Carrick at the beginning of the season, maybe just maybe they would have gone for the league. So why not? Why not challenge for the league? Because these guys now have won the league now. Guardiola has announced that he's leaving. Who's going to challenge us now? Hey, God, I beg. These guys might mean to win the next season. So please and please, don't just sign this guy for the clicks, for the PR, and say we are changing. Actions is what we want to see. I beg. Next season, Chelsea, I beg. Challenge for the league, because the last time we won the league was 2017. Next season we'll make it 10 years. 10 years since we won the league. I beg, just challenge. That's what I have to say, man. That's what I have to say. Our next game is Sunderland, I think, away. Yeah, man. That's all. And one more thing before I go. I saw our bench today. I just keep getting pissed anytime I see our options on the bench. Let me read out the players that came off the bench. Chaluba, Mamadou Sarr, Isugo, Ganacho, Shumaria Mweka. That's academy product. After spending what? Close to 2 billion. That's our option of the bench. I don't want to dwell on that. Let me just drop that before I leave. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next time.